Hi, Naomi here with week 4 of the 7 weeks of Christmas, and it's a collaboration I'm doing with Tina, who you'll also know as Ivory Moon. So for today's quick card I'm going to do it different, and I should probably apologise because usually I put my cards out on the Thursday, but this week has been mega busy, so it's Friday and here's a new one. So today I'm working with the Memories and More Colour Theory card pack, and I'm working with the Colour Theory designer paper as well. So I am using the Data Denim cardstock, and I've cut this to 29 by 14.5 centimetres, and I've scored at 14.5 centimetres and again at 21.5 centimetres. Okay, so I'm going to turn that around, take these off. And I'm going to burnish. Now I'm doing this with a small overhang, you don't have to, you could move your score line. This is how I want this one to go. And there is a small, like ½ centimetre overhang there, but that works out fine. Okay. Now I'm going to take this piece. So this is one of the 6x6 pieces from the Colour Theory designer paper pack. They're double-sided, and I've cut this to 14 by 14 centimetres. Put some glue. Now I'm just using PVA, but Stampin' Up does do some really great glues. Let's check those out. I'm just going to stick that down there. I like a little bit of a border around the edge, as you can see. If you want a bigger border, obviously cut your paper a bit smaller than that. Okay. So I've taken this card out of the pack, out of the Memories and More pack, and what I've done is I've cut along this line so that I have this, and I'm going to be sticking that here, and that's where you'll write your message. So I don't have measurements for that. I've literally, you could use that side if you wanted to. I've literally just cut along that line there as I've shown you. And I like the dip dyed effect, so I'm using this side of the card. So again, I'm just going to glue that down. I try not to put my glue too close to the edge, so that when it spreads, it doesn't all come out the sides. Make sure that's nice and straight. And it looks like that. This is a really easy card. So for my card topper, actually let's decorate this side and then we'll go to the card topper. So I am using this sheet again. It's from that same pack, the Colour Theory pack, but I wanted the dark pink fading down to match what I've got on there. So I've started from the dark end, and I've cut a piece that measures 14 by 17 centimetres, sorry, 14 by 7 centimetres, and that will go here. just add a bit of glue. And I want mine with the dark side towards the outer edge. Okay. And then I've taken this sheet, which again is the crackle that you saw in the dapper denim earlier. I should mention that the pink is Dairy Burst. It's got that on the back. And I have taken a piece that measures 13.5 by 6.5 centimetres. And this will be going here, like this. So you've got this now. I love crackle. This is perfect crackle paper for me. Okay, so I should mention the bit that I've cut off from there. Keep that because you can use that on a layout, you could use that as a title, or you could use that on a card. I mean, that on its own would make a great topper for a card for a new house, someone going on their travels, the new year. There's just a lot you can do with that, so don't lose that one. So I'm using this card from the pack, and that will be going here. Okay, and the cards are double-sided. So I only want to glue about halfway along. To get that positioned where I want it. And there's good marks on the pink tee, so I can line it up easily, make sure it's straight. And then I'm taking this card that says Bring on the Snow. Looks like that on the back. You can do so much with these cards. I mean, they're great for mini albums, they're great for Project Life, they're great for cards. I mean, these are instant card toppers, so they're great. I've trimmed my card down to this, and what I did was I cut 2.5 centimetres off the bottom, 2.5 centimetres at the top. You don't need to be exact, you could just trim off a bit so you've got it to the size that you want. And it'll leave you with a couple of bits that look like this that could be used on another project, so I've kept hold of those. So we're going to put this one on. And there you have a very quick, very easy Christmas card. Less than 5 minutes. Okay, obviously if you're cutting up the bits it's going to take a bit more time, but it took me about 5 minutes to cut the pieces to make the card. The actual assembly, as you've seen, took a couple of minutes. You can add more embellishments, you could add some ribbon to here, you could add some gemstones or some of the resin embellishments that are there, baker's twine. There's some lovely mini tinsel out in the catalogue at the moment. There's just lots you could do with this, so Thank you for joining me. There will be another video next week, hopefully on Thursday as usual. If you haven't already checked it out, check out my group on Facebook. It's called the Stampin' Stashes group. There's also a blog, which is the Stampin' Stashes, and I've got YouTube, so I'll put the links underneath the video. But thank you for joining me, and Merry Christmas. See you next week.